#1 travel channel, and today we find ourselves on the top of Allure cruise ship in Royal Caribbean. If you can't see behind me, it is astonishing. There is the perfect day at CocoCay, which if you haven't seen that video, we shot that earlier today. Definitely check it out. But today we will be taking you on a full ship tour, every floor, 17 of them, and we're starting out at the top because it has the very best view. But stay tuned all the way to the end to see where we land.
To the Mitch of Loco. So you might look over here and see a big giant monster fish. That's actually the Symphony of the Seas. Believe it or not, that's another sister ship. And between that, we are docked in CocoCay. Amazing. It's so cool to see these two sister ships right by each other. We actually have already sailed that one for an entire week. We are on this one currently for a 3-day, 4-night, or 4-day, 3-night, 3-day, 4-night cruise, and we are going to tour you on this Allure of the Seas. Very similar to the Symphony of the Oasis class, but we're going to show you a little few differences on here and see if this is the right cruise ship for you.
Okay, the reason it's called the Wipeout Bar is because we are right next to the body boarding stations where people wipe out. Come over here, I'll show you. No one is on the water right now, but it's definitely seating over here. It's under the shade, so grab a drink so you can watch people boogie board, stand up, sit down, but mostly wipe out.
Believe it or not, zipping through the weekend. How amazing is that? So they do have zip lines. Both of them have a zip line, the Allure and the Symphony. Amazing, it's so fun. You should do it. Believe it, and it's over the Central Park, so you can actually see them ziplining above you. It's really short, really fast, and you should get that little adrenaline junkie. Right below here, you'll see an adorable putt-putt golf course. I mean, you can go surfing, putt-putt, and zip line within about 10 feet of each other. Now, if you want something a little bit more classical, they have the basketball court over there. That's always popular. A lot of people like the basketball court. And then right underneath there, they have a little bit of ping pong or table tennis. A lot of people like those. It's always popping off with the ping pong table. So much to do on this upper deck on the lower pack of the Allure of the Seas.
Supposed to start it at the very tippy top, which is the 17th floor, but it's inaccessible except through the elevator with a key card. But you can see in the distance, it's a double-story suite level only. They even have their own like cafeteria area and lounge area. Exclusivity is the name of the game, but you can see them from here. We're just up on deck 16 at the tippy top, and then also this line above is the infamous Windjammer. It's also on level 16, but right now the mini golf and the sport courts that we just saw is 15. So we're making our way through 15 right now.
Okay, here we are right here, guys. It's actually the Boardwalk, and believe it or not, we are on top of a Carousel. Amazing. And then they do their aqua show back there, which we'll tour that in a minute. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful picture right here.
Like the wall says, the fiesta starts here. This is El Loco Fresh. It's a taco bar with quesadillas, with all the fixin', guacamole, sour cream, everything. Load up as soon as you get on the ship. I'd say if you're more into tacos versus pizza, we'll show you the unlimited pizza soon enough, but this could be your first stop if you start at the top and work your way down like we are. Which is the teens only section. We're about to tour you through, but that's what it's called, the living room. The ages are 12 to 17, so we can't go any further. But if you had kids on the ship and needed something else for them to do, this is an attraction, and it also has different things for different ages. So this is just the teen section. You know a place is legit if it has a miniature. They're in Disney World, they're at giant resorts that we stay at, and now this cruise ship, I've seen it all. This is the bird's eye view. Solarium on top. We were just back here on the wave pool and the sports court, mini golf. It has it all, but we're still going, but we just thought we'd pan through this. It's quite the adventure at sea.
You can jam some wind because you'll become a big sail because you're eating so much and you're so full. I don't know. Come on in, we're gonna go jam some wind together. This is the Windjammer. This is the all-you-can-eat buffet. Follow me. This is what you think of when people go and say, oh, I'm gonna gain 10 pounds on a cruise. This is where you're gonna do that right now. So here's a couple good examples. I think that they are just closing up because dinner's gonna be coming here in a quick second. But we will go look at a couple of the desserts and whatnot. This is the main time where you're able to eat like 24/7 almost on the cruise ship. But there are a few downtimes when they're getting ready for a dinner or a lunch. But you can see that they still have some food out. They have coffee station behind us, juices.
This is where we come every morning for double coffee.
You can get double coffees, great breakfasts. There's always so much. And they do themed nights. So if you're like, oh, I just don't want the same thing over and over, you actually have the ability to get different types of food. And then they usually have bar services in here too. So you can have your all you can eat and you can have a bar drink. Really, really good. Let's go check out and see if they have some desserts. They're pretty.
Just the last couple. Usually this whole case is full, right?
Yeah, you can see us have a little tray over there. But usually this is all full of beautiful desserts. They have a little bit of cookies and whatnot. But this will be your place to get all the good food. I would say, I tell people when they come on a cruise ship, this is like your base level. So whatever the quality of the food is, this is like the base. And then everything above that is gonna be like the actual dining experiences. And those are like a couple steps up in quality. And then if you really want the high quality stuff, you gotta do the paid for one. There's a sushi grill on here. It's like a 10 out of 10. But this is really good base. This will just hit your need when you need some food.
Hey, we have the splash pad behind me. So again, it's very family friendly. There's all different ages that come on cruises. It used to just be pitched to the older, but now I think it's all inclusive and all inclusive with people and ages. Okay, so you can drop your kids off here or play with the toddlers for a while. There's also hot tubs strategically placed so the parents can hang out there. And then on the other side of Central Park, there is another pool that's more isolated away from kids. So there's all kinds of zones. You just got to pick the one that fits your needs. Thank you. Okay, I don't know if you know, but there's unlimited pizza and unlimited ice cream. There's kids everywhere, but you have to eat it fast. It melts like instantaneously. But you can walk over, hang out with the kids, hang out in more adult section, or look down at Central Park in the awe. We are on our way there soon. It's a couple floors away.
I'm a man of many hot tubs, and this is a good hot tub. This one's amazing because it's on this cruise ship. It's again really high up, and it's actually hanging off of the edge of the cruise ship. So they have an amazing view. It has an infinity edge, as you guys can see behind me. Just absolutely breathtaking. It's good during the morning, it's good during the afternoon, and it's exceptional at night when you can see it's lit up in here. They got TVs and music playing, and you can like see the water pass on by down below. What an experience. They killed it with this hot tub. Do you know what this hot tub's called? A cantilever. Like a cantilever because it hangs over. It is so cool.
Solarium. This is adults only area, so we visited the living room that was teens only, but the adults get the whole section at the front of the ship. This is a great place to see the ship disembark if you don't join their sail away party, if you want a little bit more relaxing vibe. The thing about it is it's almost fully encased, so it totally blocks the wind of hanging out here, but it makes it so warm, almost like a greenhouse. We ended up on our first day in that hot tub, hanging out with our friends for a long time. It's just a great vibe in here. Solarium Bistro, you can wander into here. The food is included, but at night it changes to a grill. I forgot the name, but that is an additional fee. I think it's like a Brazilian steakhouse, so something to check out.
If you like to light it up every now and then, a lot of people actually smoke, not cigarettes, but cigars on the cruise ship. Behind us over here, they do have a smoking section for you or for that cigar. We also know that a lot of people do it at night, smoke cigars on the top floor and they look at the stars, and they even have a program where it's stars and cigars. So if that's gonna tickle your fancy and you need to light it up, that's so funny. They do have a smoking section.
We've made it to level 14. Now it's mostly cabins, which is exactly where our room is on level 14 this time. So we're like right below the Windjammer, easy access. But on level 14, there's also the Adventure Ocean, which is for, you know, anywhere from toddlers to before preteens, where you can get them dropped off. And even people leave their kids to go out and have a fancy dinner. I think it's an additional cost, almost like babysitting. So you can enjoy yourself for the evening and then come back and pick them up after a couple hours. So there's an ocean theater that is specifically for movies for kids, so parents and kids can enjoy it. Then there's an arts and crafts zone, which if I was a kid, that would be my jam. There's a Royal Tots area behind me, and it's a giant circle, so you can't get lost. But this is for the parents, so there is places for the kids out of the sun to take a break and enjoy themselves too. Notice anything different in these numbers? Where is the lucky number 13? Or the unlucky, I would say. There is no level 13. And notice that, especially when you're taking the stairs and you're on 14 or 15, you can subtract a level so it's not as hard. And you're taking the elevators, you'll notice too. But mostly on 12, there's staterooms. There's also a chef experience where you can cook with the chefs on board. Might be, it definitely is an extra fee. Might be interesting to check out. And then 11 is mostly staterooms. So we're gonna take a look at how good the library is. I'm curious.
Let me tell you a story about Sacred Visions. We are currently on deck 11, and this is amazing. Ella's going to show you the room that I'm in.
The library.
This is the library. It's pretty cool. So you do have, it says that there's borrowed books, so you can return or actually get a physical book, bring it to your room, read it, and then return it. That's a pretty cool thing. So if you're one of those bookworms and you just need a relaxation, one, you can come in here. It is dead silent and a cute little room, and just get away. It really does feel peaceful in here if you just need like an hour. Or, you know, I would say maybe if you have to write a paper or something, this would be a good place. So you can bring a little bit of work life, I guess, on here. You can bring a little work. But overall, it's a really cool feature they have right in the middle of deck 11. So it's actually, I gotta say, it's kind of hard to find, but it is here.
The band is getting ready for the nightclub. Okay, this is Dazzle. We're on 8, but the upper level you can be on 9, which is mostly staterooms, or the upper level of the club. So it's probably gonna be popping tonight. Welcome to Central Park. This is encompassed in the middle of the ship. I can't even believe it. If you've never been on a ship like this, it will blow your mind. There's so many rooms that overlook the Central Park, and there is the Rising Tide, which we will check out next. It is a bar that goes slowly in between 2 levels, so you can sip while taking in the views, but you can see him over here. All the plants are real. They almost look fake, but there's somebody trimming and watering and making sure that everything's growing perfectly, manicured for your sale. So definitely, if you come down here, we are on level 8 and we are gonna walk through Central Park together. That's the best way to see Central Park. I don't know if you can tell up above, but it's open air. You can feel the breeze, but not the wind. It's good. Okay, so first up is 150 Central Park. This is an additional cost restaurant, so you're gonna have to pay extra to dine here, but if you want to break from fine dining, which we will also be showing you, this is a great place. I want to say it's steaks, and for the quality of the food, I think it's really reasonable priced. And then between this glass, it's totally open air. You can see the Chops Grill. That's an additional cost as well in the restaurant. People dive in the video. But we're coming up on another bar up here, so you can sit and hang out. It really has a lot in common with Central Park. We were just in New York. Check out those videos too, but we'll make it to the breakfast place that we like.
We are again in Central Park. Absolutely gorgeous. Behind me is Giovanni's, which I'm assuming is Italian, and I'm assuming they have wine. We actually haven't been to that one yet. We've walked in the last time we were here, and I think I do remember it having a lot of wine. So if you're in that mood to dress up and have fancy and maybe wear a suit or jacket, that would be the place to go. And then where we're sitting at right now is one of the inclusive little cafes. This is a great spot. As we were upstairs and they were closing the Windjammer, this place will have all the food in it just for you to get you over for that 1 or 2 hour to get to the big main dining. So if you're looking for something between those kind of different hours, this will have it. We'll actually go inside and show you some of the food that they have. I've come here a lot to get coffee. It's very good. And then also they have just like sandwiches and whatnot. And I think Gabriel has had a couple, maybe even a smoothie here. So we'll go inside and check it out as well. But there's a fancy one behind us. And as you've seen, I think there's 3 or 4 restaurants in here. And there's an actual bar in here, of course. Amazing.
One of the things that me and Mitch love about coming on cruises is the outfit changes. I mean, maybe I do, but you can go back to your room, change your outfit like 6 times in a day. I think vacations are just like that. You pack way more, and usually you're in like black sweatpants every day. But behind me, there is a picture studio, and you can get for an extra cost, I think it's like $250, your picture taken professionally throughout the ship with certain theme nights, with certain times, and then if you like them at the end, you can buy them. If you hate them all, there's no obligation. So I thought that was pretty cool. If you never have professional photos and then you happen to go out of the country for the first time, or you have all these different outfits, then maybe you want to capture the moment and have them perfectly pose you and pay a little extra. 6, you can sell, has the carousel, so we're gonna make it to Boardwalk, as well as a couple other things. Vitality. This is the gym, this is the spa, this is the smoothie shack. If you have the drink package or even the non-alcoholic drink package, smoothies are included, and I'm a smoothie fiend, so I'd totally get down with that. Behind us, you can see people, I mean, I don't know if you guys can see, but people are getting their nails done. I think there's a hair salon over here if you want to get extra dolled up for the evening. But our favorite place is the gym, especially the portholes that overlook. So you're like jogging, not on a virtual track, but on the ocean. It's incredible. One lap to go, or maybe 3. Tonight's dessert could be guilt-free. How many laps does it take to get a mile?
I think, I don't know.
Maybe like 2 laps around the entire of the ship is a mile. We'll have to check it on the floor. It says like 5 meters, kilometers, in the wrong measurement for us. But if you don't get enough walking in on the excursions, on the perfect day at CocoCay, in the Bahamas, wherever the cruise is taking you, you can come down here, jog a little bit in the morning, walk it off, or take the emergency exit when it's needed.
The coolest part about this is one of the things that you should do, and it should be a must, is when you sail away on these big to behemoth, amazing man-made machines. As you sail away, you should definitely come and look at the wake that you make. It is absolutely stunning and beautiful, and it really gives you a cool view as the ship goes away. A lot of people miss that, so make that on your to-do list to get a couple photos with the wake behind it. It is absolutely gorgeous. We are currently docked, but we're gonna be leaving here in about 20 minutes. And we'll try to get a clip for you guys where we can see us sailing away in the beautiful wake. We have a lot of great photos with the wake behind us, and it's pretty majestic.
Okay, we just made it back from the track. We took the track to the other end of the ship. We were from the spa and the gym, but now we're still on level 6, but the the Boardwalk. It is crazy. There's the Aqua Show behind me. This happens once every other night. It's usually sold out. I don't think there's any reserved seats, so we just showed up and we didn't really book it on the app, but it was incredible. They do crazy dives all the way from the tippy top, and then there's also rock climbing in the background. There's a bar behind, but we'll walk you through because there's so much to do just in the Boardwalk. Sabora is the name of this tequila bar. If you want tequila, there's an A at the end, right guys? Anybody else dyslexic out there mixing letters up? Okay, Sabor, if you were gonna look it up on the app, tequila bar, Mexican feel, I wanna say higher end tacos. There was the Loco's Fresh upstairs next to the sport courts, but if you wanted something and paid a little extra or had it in the dining package, you can get it. Also across the way, if you want something more traditional, is Johnny Rockets. Now, I have only seen Johnny Rockets in malls, but they throw down with milkshakes, and if you have the drink package, the milkshakes are included. And I have heard they have a really good breakfast, like secretly. Everywhere else is packed, like the Windjammer or Central Park, that cafe we were just at. But you come to Johnny Rockets, get a breakfast sandwich to go, and go on your adventure. Equivalent of asking for directions by asking how much it is, because we haven't eaten we did eat at Johnny Rockets once before, but right now the current prices in 2024 are $18, kind of all you can eat, appetizer, main course, dessert. Or you can go to the one without the A, Mexican food, and it is $29.99, and you get chips and guac included go. So that's like the whole value right there.
Per person?
Per person, yes, per person.
So these are extra charges?
Yes, but we're making it to the carousel. Did you guys see this? It's like we're in a fun city and every floor has a different theme. Are you getting the drift? The new adventure starts. You can't go to the boardwalk without unlimited hot dogs. I mean, Costco dogs are pretty cheap, but all-inclusive, as many as you can eat, is even better. And if you're from Seattle or you're visiting, you have to try a Seattle dog, which is cream cheese and grilled onions. So bomb. I don't think they have it here, but if you're a hot dog person or you want a eating contest, stop here. From outside to inside, we're still on level 6, but we're making our way down to the Promenade, which is on 5. There is another bar over here to enjoy. It's somebody's birthday over there. There's also shore excursions. If you want to book any of those while you're out, this is the place to stop to. But let's make our way down these gorgeous stairs.
Okay, it's getting a little bit louder, a little bit more party on. This is actually where you come when you first get on the ship, and it feels like Las Vegas. And I feel like I'm in Vegas. Behind me, Ella will show you the champagne on another ship that's a robot bar. And then as you can see going up, here is the rising tide. You get it? Or rising, whatever. Rises up and down. Another bar, and probably another bar. Guest services. Guest services is actually helpful if you do need, or you have questions, it's helpful. And then there's the Cafe Promenade, another great place to get coffee, teas, lemonades, and snacks. So those are great spots when the Windjammer is not open. We are gonna hit my favorite spot, which is called Pizza, and it is, I don't know, is it Sorrento's? I wanna say Saboros, but Sorrento's. It's awesome, you have to check this out. We'll go check it out now.
Sorrento's, this one does have a vowel at the end, but let's take a look inside. So we've already seen unlimited ice cream, unlimited hot dogs, but have you seen the unlimited pizza? Because this is Mitch's all-time favorite. All you can eat. We're just getting it. We're actually on our way to dinner though, but we have stopped here before and got an appetizer. It's kind of got a mall feel with the all you can eat, but also the shops are sprinkled through if you want to book another cruise. This is a bar over here if you have the drink package, you can take advantage of it. Usually they have live music going on late at night, and the pizza goes super late. So if you need a late night spot, this is the place. The going away party is here. The theme nights are here, like it was all white yesterday, and today it's Caribbean. And then we're gonna make our way down there. I think there's a karaoke bar and maybe some other stuff. I don't even know, there's so much to do here.
Yes, she said it kind of feels like a mall. The only thing is, I want to say this, if you're gonna book a cruise ship, I like Royal Caribbean. It's really quality. It's high quality. We're in the cruise ship, so look around me, behind me. This absolutely would trick your brain. Like if you're in here for a while and have like 2 or 3 drinks, you would you forget that you're in the middle of the ocean on a cruise ship in the Caribbean. I love it. It makes me feel so cool, and it's like it's always entertaining and always something good, and there's so many places to explore, and you should make a goal to explore all of them, including this cool little bar.
Oh, you weren't here?
No, vlogging for YouTube. Yeah, we're doing a ship tour. Yes, yeah. Yeah, we did the whole island tour, and then we're shooting the ship tour, and we did the Atlantis yesterday. Yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
Just like the heart of America, it doesn't run on Dunkin', it runs on Starbucks. And in the heart of the ship, there is a Starbucks. Quick tip, if you want unlimited Starbucks, and if you're gonna be on the ship for a while, you can actually get that drink package. And I think you get unlimited Starbucks, I'm pretty sure. She's shaking her head no, I'm not sure. I've seen people, here's the contemplation. I've seen people with the Starbucks cup and they're like, oh yeah, I got this from Starbucks and it was unlimited. But I think maybe the Cafe Promenade or one of them hands out unlimited Starbucks that way, but I'm not sure if they charge or not. But that being said, it's cool that they have it so that I know how Americans are. We like our actual drink, and we can have that drink in fresh in the morning to enjoy our day the way we want to and kind of keep the habit going.
Okay, off to the right we have Boleros, another vowel at the end, and then on the left side there's On Air, which I feel like is karaoke, but down here that sign is kind of blurry, but it says Entertainment Place. If you go back down to 4, which we should be doing next, it has the comedy show, which we caught, the ice skating rink, gymnastics, which is crazy incredible, and we're making our way to Amber Theater, which has Mamma Mia right now, which is supposed to be so good. We have not seen that. I think it only played once on this 3-day cruise, but something to check out. And mustard drills when you get on the ship, sometimes they're there too. So we'll take you down one more floor and we'll check out what there is to do at Entertainment Place. Gosh, this ship is so gorgeous. He just panned the Amber Theaters on the other side of us. There's artwork everywhere, but there's actually a gallery. First though, we gotta make it through the nightclub over here, Blaze. Then we make it to the smoke-free casino. Sorry, we already passed it. It's really small because most people like to light up in the casino. Then we have the comedy show. We saw it, there was 2 comedians. It was like 45 minutes. Again, we didn't reserve anything. We're here with a big group, so we just showed up and there's an extra line and you get in. Next up is Studio B, which is ice skating, and if you don't get off the ship, you can actually go ice skating in the afternoon, but the biggest thing to see are the ice skaters, the professional, I think they're like gymnasts, retired Olympians of ice skating. It's crazy. They do all these gymnastics to all this music. It is my favorite thing of the ship. So check it out, it's called Blades. But we're gonna walk through the art gallery that is also on this ship to make it through the casino.
I hear lucky in the background. The casino's here. This is where the cruise ship makes all its money and loses all. No, I'm just kidding. There is the art that she just showed you. It's pretty cool. They actually do auction it off quite a bit, and they do live art auctions, and there are a lot of attendees for it. But come through here with me. We're gonna look at the casino. It is massive, and on Saturday nights, like at 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., there is a huge group of people that show up down here and do blackjack and Texas Hold'em. So if you're into poker, they like it here. And I've heard if you spend money here and you gamble a lot, they give you free cruise ships. So that might be something you want to work on.
Still on 4 on the other side of the Casino Royale, and we make it to the main dining. There is, I think, 3 floors of main dining. Some of them you can book on the app, which we super recommend you to download beforehand. You can message with all the people in your group throughout the cruise if you don't have internet, but it also shows you the map so you don't get lost. As you can see from the video, it is endless and confusing. But main dining. On this floor, you make reservations and it switches over from like one time frame to the other, so they'll kick you out. But downstairs on 3, you can come whenever you want if you don't have reservations, which is what we have opted to do most of the time this cruise, and they usually can accommodate bigger groups. If you need some hibachi or sushi, there is an extra fee restaurant. Mitch mentioned it earlier in the video, but you can check this out, book reservations, or just show up and get seated. But one of the things we wanted to know is like, it's in this corner off to the edge, and even when you spend a week on a cruise ship like this, there is just so much to do. I mean, we've gone through 17 floors with you, done as thorough of a job as we possibly could, but there is still stuff that we missed, and you just have to experience it yourself and come onto the ship. Hopefully use this video as a guide though. We're back to the scene of the crime, back to the Wipeout Bar and the surfing behind me. You can see CocoCay in the distance. We were right next to it, but now, like Mitch recommended, we're watching the wake and we're sailing away into the distance. This has been so much fun going through each and every 17 levels of the Allure of the Sea. Definitely make sure you like and subscribe and check out all our other videos like the Atlantis in the Bahamas and the Perfect Day at CocoCay tour. We're so happy you watched it, and make sure you stay tuned for our next videos. Like and subscribe for more.